Start recording. Okay, right on. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, you guys. This is our Vinyasa flow. So we're going to be working on hips and hamstrings today. So as mentioned in the email, if you do have a yoga strap, go ahead, grab that now. If not, no worries. You can get creative, use a belt, a towel. And if you don't have any of these things or just don't feel you want to bother with it, that's totally fine. We'll just use it in the beginning. So it's really not a big deal. Go ahead, drop into your space. Let's lie on our backs to start. So I'll meet you there in a moment. Go ahead, get comfortable. I'm gonna check email one last time. Make sure there's no one struggling to access class. We're all good to go. And it looks like we are. Cool. Close your eyes as you get settled. And just start to breathe. Deep inhales through your nose, fill all the way up. Exhale however you need to let it go. So feel free to open your mouth, sigh it out. You might seal your lips, ujjayi breath. Just whatever allows you to release any stress, any tension from your week. Start to feel held and supported by the four corners of your mat. Settle in. If you wanted to play the playlist that I shared, feel free to go ahead and set that up. If you'd rather practice in silence or use your own music, that's totally fine as well. The beauty of practicing at home, right? You kind of choose your vibe. If you did want to go ahead and use mine, I'm going to start it on my end. First song in 3, 2, 1, play. So we're just on our backs. You can take a Shavasana, arms and legs long. If you prefer any other shape, maybe a Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together, knees open out wide. You might bend your knees, plant soles of feet on your mat. Just whatever feels good to you. Release any tension in your shoulders, your neck, jaw, your eyes, your forehead. Whenever you feel ready to move, start to deepen your breath, maybe take some small movements in fingers and toes. Let's reach arms up overhead, nice full body stretch from fingers to toes. Take up a ton of space, get long. And as you exhale, hug your knees into your chest. And find any movements that feel good here. So you might like to take these big knee circles. It's always my go-to because my hips always feel super tight, especially after sitting, doing work. So any movements that just kind of wake up the body. Good. If you have that strap or makeshift strap, go ahead, grab it now. Let's stamp the sole of our left foot on the mat. And then whatever you're using, you can go ahead and hook it on the bottom of your right foot. Send your right leg high to the ceiling. You can hold the strap however you like. I tend to wrap it around my hand one time. And then let your shoulders find some softness. Keep kicking your right foot up towards the ceiling. Find that length. Then you can use your strap, your towel, your belt, whatever you have to guide your right toes towards your face. finding the stretch on the back of the right leg. Again, getting into the hips and hamstrings during class today. Keep breathing. Always feel free to close your eyes. Just notice how this feels. No need to label, control, overanalyze anything. We're just here to move, create some more energy, some space in the body. Take 3 more rounds of breath in this stillness. Breathe into that right hamstring. Good. We're going to start to add a little movement, just really start to warm up the right leg. So we're going to lower the right leg down to hover, lift it right back up. It doesn't have to be like the deepest stretch ever. Just finding some movement. Move as fast or as slow as you'd like. It's about 5 to 7 more times. Good. Whenever you feel like you've had enough, go ahead. Take that strap out of your right foot. Step the right foot down to your mat. Right knee bends up to the ceiling. And we'll take the same thing on the left side. So hook whatever you're using onto the sole of your left foot. And just find the stretch. Find that softness where you can, shoulders, neck, jaw. And notice if this side feels any different than the right. For me, everything on my left side is so much tighter. And it's okay. Again, no judgment, no need to overanalyze. It is what it is. It's our body. They're not symmetrical, and that's cool. Just notice. You need a little more, maybe you need a little less. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath. Start to take those little kicks, those little pulses. So left leg will lower down, lift it right back up. Again, nothing too crazy. Just starting to get into that left hip flexor. It's about 5 to 7 more times. Again, moving at your own pace. Whenever you feel like you've had enough, stop. Ditch your strap. And then just hug your knees in, give yourself a little love here. So we're gonna work into some hamstring strength now that we've opened them up a little bit. It's not gonna look like a lot, but it gets pretty intense if you're working really hard and doing it right. So let's extend the right leg. Keep a little bend in the right knee, but do try to get it as straight as possible. Dig your right heel into your mat, right toes are up. Start by stamping the sole of your left foot down on your mat, and let's lift our hips. So our left foot is down, our right heel is down, right leg is as straight as possible. The straighter it is, the harder it's gonna get. Really, really press down through this right heel, arms by your sides. When you feel ready, float your left foot off of your mat. Woo! So you should feel this in your right hamstring. Keep digging down through your right heel. Keep lifting your hips. But keep that engagement in your belly so we're not like dumping into the low back. This is all coming from your hamstrings. Again, the straighter your right leg is, the harder it should get. Let's take 5 more deep rounds of breath. Feel free to close your eyes. Keep digging that right heel down. Hips are up. Last 2. I am shaking. Last 1. Good. Go ahead, lower that down. Give your right leg a little shake out, a little love. Whew. All right, let's take the same thing on the other side, then we'll get off of our backs. So we'll bring our left heel down. You decide how straight your left leg is. You can start a little bit more bent, and if you feel like you have more in you, then you can straighten it. So we'll right foot down just to prepare. Let's lift our hips. So we have our right foot down for support. Really start to dig down through your left heel. Engagement through your belly, lift those hips high. When you feel ready, float your right foot off. Dig into that left heel. And I'm already feeling it. Find your breath. Working into that left hamstring. Last 5. 4. 3. 2, and 1. Lower that down. Get stuck, you guys. Give yourself a little love, whatever you need. And we'll eventually meet in a tabletop. So you decide how and when you get there. If you want to rock and roll up and down your spine a few times, give your back a little massage. Feel free. Tabletop, all fours, stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Take a few rounds of cat-cow, warm up the spine. As you inhale, drop your belly. Pull your heart forward, slight lift with your gaze, cow pose. Exhale, cat, press away from your mat, round your spine, tuck your chin. 2 more, inhale, cow. Open heart. Exhale, cat, round it out. Last time, inhale, cow. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, cat. Create space between each vertebra. Have a little fun. Any movements that feel good. You can take more cat-cows. You might take big circles with your hips, your spine. Three more rounds of breath, whatever you need. It can be stillness, it can be movement. Good. Start to meet back in our neutral table. We're going to take some big knee circles, start to get into the hips a bit more. So palms down, keep your left knee down. Start to draw your right knee out to the right side. If you ever do cardio sculpt, think of fire hydrant here. Bring sole of right foot up towards the ceiling so you're in like a donkey kick. Bring your right knee back down. So right knee opens out to the side, behind you, and down. Side, behind you, and down. Again, keep going at your own pace. Ooh, big circles. Just like 1 to 2 more times, and we'll meet in a donkey kick position. What do I mean by that? I mean right knee behind us, pause here. Flex your right foot like you're stamping the sole of your right foot up to the ceiling, and let's start to pulse for 10. Up an inch, down an inch. Squeeze that right glute. I think this is 7, 6. Square off your hips, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your right leg, tuck your right toes. Downward dog, hook your left foot behind your right heel. Nice little grounding down. Nice big stretch in the back of your right leg. And just breathe. So we're only on our right foot. This left foot is just guiding our right heel down closer to the mat. It's okay if it doesn't touch. 2 more rounds of breath. Press evenly into both palms. Send your hips up and back. Release your left foot, so we're in a standard downward facing dog. 1 breath. Good. Slowly lower back to your knees, all fours tabletop. Same exact thing on the left side. So left knee opens out to the side, directly behind you. Bring it back down. Big circles. Take your own pace. Woo, I just heard a huge crack. So hopefully you're working through some stuff, especially after all of the sitting we're doing. Let's take this 1 or 2 more times. We'll meet in that donkey kick prep. And we'll start to add our pulses. So square off your hips, engage your belly, low back is neutral. Pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your left leg, tuck your left toes. Right foot will come behind your left ankle this time. Left heel, left ankle. Downward facing dog only on your left foot. Nice big stretch on the back of your left leg. Two more breaths. External rotation of upper arm. So think about triceps rolling down towards your mat, armpits in towards your face. Release your right foot, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. Feel free to add a little movement. If you want to pedal out your heels, nod your head, yes, shake it now. All right, let's start to flow a little bit. Inhale, high plank pose, articulate through your spine, ripple forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. 2 more times, like a wave. Inhale, pulls you forward plank. Exhale, use the strength of low belly, lift your hips down, dog. Last time, inhale, high plank. Exhale, lift your hips. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, take 1 step at a time, top of your mat, ragdoll pose. Just dangle, hang out when you get there. Feel free to grab for opposite elbows. I know that was a bit on our wrists. If you just want to roll out your wrist, feel free. Let gravity do most of the work here. Just pull the weight of your head, upper body towards the ground. You take a little bend into your knees if that feels good. Notice if you're holding any tension in your neck, let it go. Let your head hang heavy. Crown of head reaches towards your mat. About 3 more rounds of breath. Release any grip you found with your arms. Take a little bend in your knees, tuck your chin. Let's roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Standing tall, bring your gaze forward. Hands come to heart center, Samasthiti. If you want to close your eyes, feel free. If that doesn't feel comfortable or good, that's fine as well. Stand a little bit taller. Imagine a string tied to the crown of your head. Someone is lifting it up towards the ceiling. Drop your shoulders down your back. Take 1 more big inhale through your nose, fill all the way up. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Let's flow. Sun salutations. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up, get tall. Exhale, fold forward, lead with your heart. Inhale, half lift, lengthen spine, reach crown of head forward. Exhale, fold, hands down, step back, high plank pose. Hold it here for 5. Squeeze your quads, your glutes for 4. Zip belly button to your spine for 3, 2, and 1. Press away from your mat. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. You can always drop your knees on the way for support. Untuck your toes, 3 rolling cobras. Inhale, heart forward and up. Reach your elbows back, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower that down. 2 more times. Inhale, rise, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Press into tops of feet. Use your backside body 1 more time. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, soften that down. Send hips to heels, child's pose. Reach fingertips forward, find length in your spine. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. 1 full round of breath, settle in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop, top of mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, mountain, sweep your arms up, catch your prayer. Exhale, gather hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, hands down, step back, high plank pose. Just 1 inhale here, press away from your mat. Exhale, lower the belly. 1 cobra, picking it up. Inhale, heart forward and up. Exhale, soften down. Downward dog, you can get there from a high plank or travel through child's pose on the way. Your body, your choice. Full inhale as you arrive. Exhale, let it go. 1 more time. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, travel, top of mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, mountain, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step it back, high plank. You can lower to belly or shift forward, lower halfway down, chaturanga, elbows to sides. Heart forward and up, cobra or up dog, you choose. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath, settle in, catch your breath. From your downward dog, inhale, float your right leg high. Exhale, bend your right knee, open up your hip. You can stay still, you can add a little ankle circle. You can draw a big circle with your right knee, dig deeper into those hips. Inhale to lengthen right leg long behind you, square off hips. Lizard, exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hand. Let's keep left knee lifted for now, more of an active shape. Feel free to play a little shift of weight forward, back, whatever feels good. Keep lengthening your spine, so reach heart forward, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Then you can stay lifted in this active shape, or make it a little more passive. Drop your left knee. Feel free to stay on your palms. You might drop forearms down to mat, a block, a book, whatever you have. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath. Slowly start to bring your palms back down to your mat. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Big step forward, yogi squat, malasana. So yogi squat kind of early in class. If you're not feeling super, super open, you don't have to come all the way down. You can keep it lifted, work on some strength. If you feel like your heels are lifting, feel free to slide a blanket, something underneath, a little bit of support. Press your elbows into your inner knees, inner thighs. And press your legs back into your elbows. Open your chest a little bit taller. 2 more breaths. Release, hands down, lift your hips. Heel toe feet so they're about hips width apart. And just find a fold. If you'd like, you can take index fingers and middle fingers, hook them around your big toe. Yogi toe lock. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen your spine. Exhale, use the strength of your arms to deepen your fold. Let your head hang heavy. And think about finding a bit of internal rotation in your legs. So what that means is we're in this forward fold, right? Think about your inner thighs spiraling back towards the back of the room. They're kind of in towards one another and back. So we're not kind of opening up like this. We're hugging everything into the midline. Take 2 more rounds of breath. With every inhale, you lengthen. With every exhale, you deepen your fold. Good. If you took that yogi toe lock, go ahead, release the grip. Inhale, find a half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold, hands down, step or hop it back, vinyasa of choice. Take your flow. Downward dog, big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend your left knee, open it up. Stay still, take your ankle, your knee circles, whatever you're craving. Good. 1 more breath. Inhale, lengthen left leg long behind you, square off those hips. Lizard, exhale, left foot outside of left hand. Keep your right knee lifted to start, a little bit of an active shape. Play around. You want to shift forward, back. Feel free to lower your right knee for a more passive variation. And again, you can stay on your palms, you can lower down to forearms. You choose. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Yogi squat one more time. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Drop your hips to any level that feels accessible to you. Sit as tall as you can, lengthen your spine. If you're like me and feel this a lot in your ankles, really focus on pressing into pinky toe edges of your feet. So not big toe edge of your feet, which is where I like to go. Really root down through pinkies. 2 more rounds of breath. Open your heart. Hands down, send your hips high, straighten your legs. Let's heel toe feet all the way together to touch this time. Inhale, find your half lift, lengthen spine. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose, drop your hips, sweep your arms up, settle in. Send your weight into your heels, drop your hips down and back. Notice if you're finding a big back bend, take out the curve, reach tailbone down, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the belly. Arms are straight and strong, drop your shoulders down your back. 3 more rounds of breath. You sit a little bit lower, work those quads, those glutes. Next exhale, fold forward, let all of that go. Inhale, half lift, find that length. Exhale, fold, step or hop it back, vinyasa, float out. Take 3 big rounds of breath as you settle in. Your next inhale, float your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, hug it in, fire up the core. 2 more times. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, cat-like spine. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, hold it here, squeeze that knee in, gaze forward. Gently step right foot between your hands. Runner's lunge. Inhale as you pull your heart forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale as you pull hips back, fold over your right leg. So this is a lot in the hamstrings. Feel free to bring a little bend in your knees. You can also bring your hands onto something. So maybe it's blocks if you have them. If not, books, cookbooks, hard-covered books. Slide your right hip back in space as you guide your left hip forward. Lengthen spine. And then maybe you find a little more softness into your fold. 2 more rounds of breath. Easy twist. Bend into your right knee. Plant your left hand down. Inhale, reach right arm up to the ceiling. Keep that left quad super engaged. Lift out of your left shoulder. 2 more breaths. Open your chest. Good. Bring both hands down. Standing splits. Press into your right foot. Float your left leg high to the ceiling. Hinge your torso forward. Let your head hang heavy. And as best as you can, try to square off your hips. Spiral inner left thigh, up to the ceiling. Outer left hip drops down. 1 more breath. Feet together, chair pose, Utkatasana. Once again, drop your hips, reach your arms up. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, sweep arms behind you as you hover your torso. Inhale, straighten your arms, straighten your right leg, reach your left knee up to the ceiling. Press your palms together, bring your hands down to your heart. So from here, working into the hamstring strength once again, start to kick your left leg forward. Challenging, so if it's not super high, that's okay, but we're working into that quad, lengthening through the hamstring. Hands stay at your heart. Start to sweep your left leg behind you, hinge your torso to become into a warrior 3, capital T, with the side of your body. Take that a few more times. Start to stand tall. With control, kick your left leg forward. Woo. Then sweep your left leg back. Hinge forward. Warrior three. Take that 1 to 2 more times. Move at your pace. So if you do deadlifts at the gym, it's probably a kind of similar sensation in that right standing leg right now. Working on that balance, working with control, strength, stability. Definitely make sure you're breathing. We'll meet in a warrior three. So next time you're there, just stay. Here, keeping your legs exactly as they are. Bring your hands down to your mat or props. Square off your hips. Bend your left knee. Stamp sole of left foot up to the ceiling. Just like we did in tabletop. Little pulses for 10. Foot comes up an inch, down an inch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your left leg. Bend your right knee. High crescent lunge. Stand the sole, the ball of your left foot down to your mat. Inhale, reach both arms high to the ceiling. Big bend in your right knee. Square off your hips and shoulders to face forward. Inhale. As you exhale, peel it open. Find your warrior two. Right toes face forward. Reach your arms in opposite directions. Inhale, star pose. Straighten arms, straighten legs. Pivot right toes to face the left side of your mat. I'm going to face you. Exhale, find your goddess. Heels in, toes out. Drop your hips, hands come to heart center. So weight in your heels, open up your knees so that they track over your feet. Getting into the groin, the inner thighs. 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale, star pose once again. Straighten arms, straighten legs. Pivot toes to face forward, slight pigeon toe. Prasarita, wide leg forward fold. Hinge your torso forward. Release your hands down to any surface that feels accessible. Inhale, half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, find your fold. Press into pinky toe edges of your feet, strong legs. And take any variation. Hands can stay on your mat. You might reach hands to outsides of ankles or feet. Use the strength of your arms to help deepen your fold. 3 to 5 rounds of breath here. If you took that grip with your arms, let it go. Bring hands down to your mat. Skandasana to the right. Bend into your right knee as you float your left toes off of your mat. This right heel can be lifted up. If keeping it grounded feels like a bit too much. 2 more breaths. Good. Crawl it back through center. Let's take it over to the left. Bend your left knee. Again, this side always feels tighter, so I'm going to let my left heel float up a little bit. Again, all the sitting has not been good for me, so notice how you feel. 2 more breaths. Go ahead, come back to center. Rise all the way up, star pose. Straighten arms, straighten legs. I'm going to turn back around. Exhale, open it up. Warrior two once again. Right toes forward. Press into pinky toe edge of your left foot. Tall through your spine. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Gentle gaze over right fingertips. Reverse your warrior. Right palm up. Reach it up and back. Open up the right side of your body. Exhale, pulls you forward, extended side angle pose. You can take any variation with your right arm that feels good to you. So, this right arm can rest very gently on your right thigh, but don't collapse all of your weight into it. You can reach your right hand down to a mat, block, whatever you have accessible. Keep opening up this right knee, so more towards pinky toe edge of your foot. And open the left side of your chest towards the ceiling. If you have a bind, half, or full that you'd like to explore, now is your time. Stay in the shape. Keep breathing. 5 more rounds of breath. Last 2 breaths. Stay with it. You got it. Slow release. Easy twist. Left palm down. Pivot. Left heel up. Big inhale. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale. Both hands down. Step your right foot back. Vinyasa of choice. You can flow or you can skip. Downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath. Inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen spine, send your hips up and back. Exhale, hug your ribs, your navel in. 1 more round of breath. Left side, let's do this thing. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, hug it in, fire up the core. 2 more. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Gaze forward. As softly as you can, step left foot between your hands. Runner's lunge. Inhale, pull heart forward. Exhale, pull hips back. Fold over left leg. Enjoy the stillness. Feel free to bring the floor up to you. Left hip back, right hip forward. Ground down actively through the sole of your left foot. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Easy twist, bend into your left knee, plant your right hand. Inhale, reach right arm up to the ceiling. As you exhale, can you deepen your twist? 2 more breaths. Standing splits, bring both hands down, press into your left foot. Float your right. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe right toes reach a little bit higher. 2 more breaths. Chair pose, feet together. Drop your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, sweep your arms behind you. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. Other side, inhale, straighten your left knee this time as your right knee reaches up to the ceiling. Press your palms together. Bring hands down to your heart. Find your balance here. First, ground down through the standing left leg. And when you feel ready, kick your right foot forward. Yeah? So keep both hips in one line. We're gonna take it into our warrior 3. So I'm gonna face you. I'm gonna hold this for support so I can talk you through it. Oftentimes in warrior 3, we like to do this, more of a half moon, open up this right hip. I challenge you to drop your right hip so it's in line with your left. Those outer right hip spirals down. Keep traveling through that. We'll kick the right leg forward. With control, sweep it back. Try not to let your foot touch your mat on the way. And keep that engagement through your belly so when you hinge forward, you're not finding a big back bend. Hug the ribs and navel in, engage. But 1 to 2 more times. I know we're all moving at different speeds. We might wobble out of it. Just shake it off, get right back in. It's a lot for the standing left leg. We'll meet in our warrior 3. So next time you're there, let's hang out for a bit. If you use blocks on the other side, have them handy. Release fingertips down to your mat. Again, drop that outer right hip, flex those right toes down. Bend your right knee, so sole of left foot is up to the ceiling. 10 pulses, 10. Squeeze that right glute, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your right leg, high crescent lunge. Step ball of right foot back, bend into your left knee. Inhale, reach arms up, overhead, settle into the shape. Reach your fingertips up, find length through both sides of your waist. One more inhale. Exhale, drop your right heel, peel it open. Warrior 2. 2 breaths here. Star pose, straighten arms, straighten legs, all 10 toes face right side of your mat. Goddess, heels in, toes out. Second time we're here, I'll give you some free time to have fun with it. I'm gonna drop my hands to my thighs and just really open up the knees, get more into the inner thighs, the groin. If you like a more traditional goddess, you can keep your chest lifted, elbows out to each side. Index fingers can tap your thumbs. You might stay still, you might sway side to side. 3 more rounds of breath. Star pose, inhale, straighten everything, reach up. Pivot your toes in, Prasarita once again. Wide leg forward fold. Inhale, find your half lift, lengthen spine. Exhale, keep that length as you deepen your fold. Second side, again, give you some time to have some fun with it. I'm gonna add a chest expansion, clasp my hands. If you have a safe inversion practice, wanna make your way into a headstand, feel free. I trust that you are honoring your edges. Do it safely since I'm not there to help or watch you. 3 more rounds of breath. You check your headstand, let's slowly lower back down. Palms or fingertips come back to your mat, and let's take Skandasana 2 more times just for fun. Bend into your right knee, straighten your left. Notice if it feels any different after taking this on the other side. Maybe bring hands to heart, find a little balance. 2 more breaths. Good, hands down, take it to the other side. Bend into your left knee. Come all the way back up. Star pose, straighten arms, straighten legs. Warrior 2, left toes face forward. Press into pinky toe edge of your right foot. Just find the shape, settle into the stillness. Active, strong arms. Reverse, left palm up, reach up and back. Really open up left side body. Exhale, pulls you forward, extended side angle. Again, you choose the style, the variation. What's working for you this afternoon? Keep opening up this chest so we don't spiral down to the mat. Open it up, right leg is super active. 5 more rounds of breath if you want to add a bind. Half or full. Again, don't let the bind sacrifice the openness of your chest. Slide your right shoulder down your back. Last 2 breaths. Slowly release, easy twist, right palm down, right heel up. Lift your left arm up to the ceiling, open it up. Exhale, release both hands down. Step your left foot back. Vinyasa of choice. Take your flow. Through your nose, take a deep inhale, fill all the way up. Open your mouth, side out, let it go. Slowly drop down to our knees. Child's pose. Send your hips to your heels, reach fingertips forward. Lengthen, lengthen through your spine. Let your forehead find a place to rest. Start to walk your hands back towards your knees. Sit up. And we'll come to find a seat. Time really quickly. Okay. So we're gonna play with Janu Shirshasana and then add a little kind of strengthening variation. So we're in our seat. Extend your right leg. Bend your left knee so sole of left foot comes to your inner right thigh. So Janu, inhale, sweep both arms up. Turn your torso to face your right leg, inhale. Exhale, find your fold. So let it be a forward fold, keep both shoulders in one line. Oftentimes we like to hike the left shoulder up, make it more of a side body stretch. Keep it a forward fold. And again, we all have varying levels of flexibility, so you might use your strap. You can't reach your feet. You might be super, super flexy and you can catch your wrist beyond your foot. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath wherever you are. Slowly start to sit up again. Bring your hands down to your mat. So we're gonna really push into them for support. We're gonna float our right heel off of our mat. Again, something that doesn't seem very hard. We're gonna do it. Notice how it feels. 1, 2, 3, lift. Squeeze your core. Keep kicking that right leg forward. So leg is straight and strong. Keep lifting, lifting, lifting. 3, 2, and 1. Lower your right leg. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, find Janu Shirshasana. Once again, find the fold. 2 rounds of breath here. Notice if it feels any different. And slowly come all the way back up. Let's take that one more time. Hands come down. We'll lift the right heel. 3, 2, 1, go. Lift, squeeze, active. That leg should be shaking. You have 3, 2, little higher. 1, drop your heel. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. 3 rounds of breath, let it feel good. Slowly start to come back up. Same exact thing on the other side. Extend your left leg, bend your right knee, ground down evenly through both sits bones. Inhale, arms up, lengthen spine, turn torso to face left leg. Exhale, find your fold. Two more breaths. Slowly come up. Let's take that leg lift. Plant your hands. We'll lift the left heel in 3, 2, 1, go. 3, a little bit higher, 2, and 1. Lower your leg down. Inhale, sit taller. Exhale, find your fold. 2 rounds of breath. We'll take that one more time. Slowly come back up. Plant your hands. We lift in 3, 2, 1, go. Hover left leg. Kick that leg forward. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Drop your leg. Inhale, reach your arms up. Last fold, bring it forward. 3 rounds of breath. Bring it all the way up. I'm gonna offer square pose, aka double pigeon today. If this doesn't feel good to you, you can take a figure 4 on your back. So in yin we call it square pose. So we'll start with our left knee open. Left shin will become parallel with that top short edge of your mat. Flex this left foot. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. And then we're opening up the right knee over the left ankle. A lot of parts of my body is very inflexible, but my outer hips are pretty flexible, so I tend to look like this. However, your right knee might be floating up in space. That is fine. Do feel free to support it with like a blanket, a block, or something. Cool? I'm gonna take this facing this way so you can see what it looks like from the side. So key thing is both shins are parallel with this top corner of your mat. And then knee comes over opposite ankle. Outer hips should be feeling the stretch. This might be it. Beautiful place to stay. You can sit tall, bring your hands by your sides, maybe close your eyes, drop your shoulders down your back. If you're not feeling too much and want a little bit more, you can add a little forward fold with me. Stay grounded through both sits bones. Reach your fingertips forward. And if you weren't getting anything before, you should be feeling it now. Again, never pain, never pinching, but definitely sensation, right? We're stretching, we're opening up those outer hips. Keep it dynamic. Every inhale, can you find a bit of length in your spine? Every exhale, can you find a little softness in your fold? Feel free to let your forehead rest on a prop. A few more rounds of breath. That last breath go. Slowly bring your way back up to a seat. Gently, gently uncross your right leg. You might even use your arms, your hands to support. Go ahead and give your legs a little shake out. Give them a little love. Same exact thing on the left side, yeah. So we're gonna start with our right leg down on our mat. So right knee opens out, flex your right foot. And the top leg should be feeling the deeper stretch. So left ankle will come over right thigh. Left foot is also flexed. Left knee opens over your right ankle. Feel free to support your left knee. This really is not working on your back, figure 4. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. This is where you stay. You sit tall and you breathe, and that is perfect. If at any point you want to explore a deeper stretch, to add in your forward fold, take your time, move slowly. If ever becomes too much, you can slowly ease out of it. Let's honor our edge, the point where our body tells us, this is good, this is enough. Find a little softness in your jaw, your forehead, your eyes. A few more rounds of breath. Come all the way back up. Slowly, gently uncross your right leg. Both legs out in front of you. Give yourself a little shake out. Come all the way onto our backs. Take Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of feet come together. Open your knees out wide, so legs are in this butterfly shape. You might bring one hand to belly, one hand to heart. You might reach your arms up overhead if that feels good. Just find any position that allows you to settle down, get heavy, sink into the support of the ground beneath you. Slowly start to bring knees together to touch. Plant soles of both feet on your mat. Heel toe your feet a bit wider. And then let your knees windshield wiper over to the right. So we just add in this little twist. So feet are wide, knees are over to the right side of your mat. Take one more breath. Good. Bring knees up through center. Let them fall over to the left. Feel free to travel through this a few more times. You might take it slow, spend time on each side. You might pick up the pace a little bit, kind of wipe the knees from side to side. If there are any final movements, any final shapes that your body is craving before we settle into our final Shavasana, feel free. Maybe it's a back bend for energy, a bridge pose. Maybe you're ready right now and you extend your arms, your legs. You're craving a shoulder stand or plow pose and you trust that you can do it safely. Feel free to take that as well. Happy baby. Whatever it is you need, these final moments are for you to soak in all of the benefits of your practice, your hard work. To allow your practice to feel complete. Whenever you feel ready. Give yourself complete permission to rest, to be soft, to be at ease. To have nothing on your to-do list but taking care of yourself, giving your time to nourish and restore. Take a sense of weight and effortlessness in your body. Let the rise and fall of your belly and chest as you breathe. Final Shavasana, complete sense of surrender. Just know you can stay here for as long as you'd like. Meditative state. You feel called to slowly wake up, move on with your Friday. Start to deepen your breath, explore small movements in your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Maybe rock your head from side to side. Reach arms up overhead, take a nice big stretch from fingers to toes. And hug knees into your chest. Roll onto your favorite side, fetal position. Notice how you feel and acknowledge the energy that you'd like to take with you for the rest of your day. What energy serves you? What can you leave behind? Ready? Slowly press your way up into one last comfortable seat. Let's take a collective round of breaths, gathering our energy as a sangha, as a community. In your seats, gather hands at heart center, Anjali Mudra. You can exhale just to empty everything out. Through your nose, take a big inhale, fill all the way up. Open mouth, side out. Thank you so much, yogis. Namaste. Thank you, friends. You have a wonderful rest of your Friday and as much fun as you can in your weekends. Most of all, I hope you're taking care of yourself out there. I so appreciate you tuning in. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you, Yvonne. Bye, you guys.